Welcome back to Stream It. You probably don't recognize us.
Yeah, where are we? We've transported.
We got a new look.
A whole new facility.
Big old renovation over the summer.
Yeah. Stream It got upgraded.
Brand new set.
Yeah, it feels good. It's comfortable.
Oh, yeah. Just hanging out.
We got the arms back.
Right.
Living room set up.
The show's about to get way more formal, way more serious.
But at the same time, we're telling you about shows that you can watch in your living room.
Right.
So what better place to tell you from than our living room?
Exactly.
Yeah, this is where we watch TV every day.
The TV's just behind us.
Yep. Yeah, so it's been a while since the three of us have been here. Me and Jared did a Marvel episode in July, which was fun, but it felt
loved all your Marvel
My
opinions.
hot Marvel takes.
Right.
Yeah, it would have been torture for you. It was over an hour long.
I'm like pretty solid on the first iteration, the Avengers.
Yeah.
First Marvels, but since then.
And that's very fair.
Yeah.
That's so fair. But yeah, now you're back. We're back.
Happy to be here.
The school year just started, so it's a little busier here now, and that's a good time to talk about what's your favorite show or movie that's school based. It's in the setting. Doesn't have to be like,
The back
a coming of age school story.
I got one that jumps right out at me. I feel like every year around this time, I kind of I'll watch a couple episodes just because of the nostalgia of it. But Friday Night Lights.
I knew you were gonna say that.
The Dillon Panthers and the high school setting, Texas football. It's just good.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's the going back to school and also the football season starting, so it's got the double whammy, and it's just a good show. Coach Taylor, the whole thing's great. We've talked about that. I'm sure many people have seen that series. So, this time of year, throw it back on.
It's a great one.
Yeah, good pick. I was racking my brain. I couldn't think of one that came to mind, so I Googled it, found a list. Naturally, there's a list of it. And the first option smacked me in the face because I can't believe I forgot about it and didn't think of it immediately. It's School of Rock with Jack Black.
Yeah.
It literally has school
That's
in the
such a
name,
good one.
first of all. And then it's just...
That's a classic.
It's just a great movie.
Classic, yeah.
And it takes place almost solely in a school. So
Right. Yeah, that's
I love
perfect.
that movie. Haven't seen. Maybe I'll go back and watch it again. I haven't seen it in a bit.
That's a funny one too, because I feel like this question always makes me think of a high school movie or show, because that's usually where they take place. But School of Rock is an elementary school, right?
It's like
Or a middle school. Or
Yeah, they're a little younger.
Oh, it's such a good one. Wish I thought of that too.
I know.
Well, I have two, but I think I have to go with my heart. The first thing that came to my head was High School Musical. And if I have to get specific, I'll say High School Musical 3.
Ooh, interesting.
Nice.
The
Same
second
year.
one is my favorite, but it doesn't take place at school.
Is that
That's
the summer
true.
one?
Summer vacation.
Right.
Third one, senior year.
There's the first scene. Does High School Musicals 2 start on the last day?
What time is it? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be
So,
as
I mean,
fitting for this
technically.
episode.
Yeah. Honorable mention, John Tucker Must Die.
Nice.
Classic high school experience.
I think my honorable mention would be Billy Madison.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good
That's
one
all the
too.
grades.
Takes place in a lot of schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a couple that didn't quite make the cut because they don't quite totally take place in the school. So you got Scream.
Okay.
Some of it takes place in the school.
Mm-hmm.
And then Back to the Future.
Oh.
Yeah.
Final scene, Marty McFly's disappearing at the school dance, and his parents kiss, and his hand comes back.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what's that line he says about the music? He's like, your kids are going to love this.
Yeah.
That's used
guys
for
were ready for
everything
that,
now. Well, happy back to school, everybody.
Yeah.
And
And happy
since-
fall.
Yeah.
Like,
Your
Yeah,
show is
well,
good for fall vibes.
Yeah, we're
That's a good one
kicking
for
back
that.
into the fall season. I feel like there's stuff that comes out in the fall, like there's movies and stuff. There's always a lot around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Anything spooky.
right.
It's the next
Oh, yeah,
3
all
months.
all the spooky stuff. Yeah, fall's fun.
I figured we could do another little recap of what are we watching since it's been a little while. and I'm pretty sure that we've all started some new stuff since last time we talked. So maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe not me. I don't know. I've been in a bit of a show hole.
I think that was me last episode, so those happen.
That was you for the whole first season that you were on.
Yeah. Literally haven't watched anything.
I feel like summer's just busy when you're like running around doing things, and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you were on vacation too. I feel like you don't
watch TV on vacation. Yeah. I will say, in kind of the same vein as my Friday Night Lights throwback, there's a show All American. It's a CW, like, kind of drama-y show, but it's on Netflix, and the latest season is now back on Netflix. It's season like 5 or 6 or something. So I'm currently back in on that, and I feel like it's nice that Netflix kind of drops that in the fall, so you can kind of catch up on the season. I don't know when the season originally airs on like the CW channel, but it hits Netflix right around fall, and that's kind of that. Well, they're in college now, but college football vibes, and the story of this guy making it hopefully to the NFL, but he's in college now. And it's kind of a sappy drama, but it's I'm this far into it,
right.
Seasons in, and it's got that like football vibe. So yeah, I like it. Only 2 episodes in on this new season, but pretty good.
So I started watching Apple TV show, Presumed Innocent, with Jake Gyllenhaal. He's one of the executive producers, and he stars in it. First episode didn't hook me too much, but I managed to come back, watch the second one, and at the end of the second one, I was like, okay, I'm all the way in. And I'm on, there's 8 episodes total. I think I've watched 5 so far, and it's pretty good. It's Jake Gyllenhaal's character, forget his name, Rusty. Rusty.
What a name.
He works in the DA's office in Chicago.
Okay.
And his fellow prosecutor, his coworker is murdered, and he was the last person to see her.
It's bad luck.
And then, in the DA's office, she gets murdered, and so then it's just the case and how that unfolds.
Jeez.
Some political stuff going on. It's a little hard because Rusty's like kind of not a great person. Like he's made a lot of mistakes in his life.
It's like maybe he did do it.
Stuff like that. Right. And they really, I'm 5 episodes in, and I'm like, man, I don't know.
It might be him.
It might be him because they keep like obviously he says he's innocent. His lawyer who used to work with him in the DA's office, believes he's innocent. His family believes he's innocent, but they're just they throw in some things. They're like, he could be unhinged enough. Rusty could be that guy to do it. So it really keeps you in, and it's pretty good.
Jeez.
The segment's working. I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
I would check that out.
And Apple TV Plus, they rarely miss.
True.
It's kind of
say
why
that all the time.
I was in a show hole, and I was like, I need to just start something. So I just went to Apple TV.
Yeah, they've
and
got a
just kind
couple.
of flipped through, and I was like, oh, I heard of that one. Jake Gyllenhaal, I like him. Turned it on.
Yeah, I like it.
I have 1 episode left of the Star Wars show Andor, which I'm a little late to.
Awesome.
I love it. I think in terms of writing, production, acting, everything, I think it's the best Star Wars show. I think it passed The Mandalorian for me.
Did you watch it?
I'd seen it, and I really liked it. I do love me the Mandalorian.
Me
but,
too.
I mean, you're right. It's like it's just a good show that happens to take place in the Star Wars universe.
Like you don't even have to.
You don't have to have seen anything.
Really?
No. And like it's not even like obviously yes, it's a Star Wars show, so there's like aliens and crazy Star Wars stuff, but it's like
the Empire.
You don't even feel like you're watching that. It just feels like a really good like drama heist show, like crazy.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
That one
crazy.
came out, and I was like, oh, another Star Wars spinoff. Like, I didn't know it had the.
Same, because I watched Rogue One, and I have to watch it again after having seen Andor, but I didn't really like it kind of the first time I saw it. And then same thing. Oh, Andor spinoff. And I was like, that wasn't even the main character from that movie.
Right.
It's like, I don't really care about him. But no, you watch it and you're like, oh, that's
Sweet.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then you're in for a treat because it sticks to landing.
I'm so
Absolutely
excited.
sticks to landing. But it does set up a season 2, which I believe they're working on.
Yes.
And I think they said season 2 will go right up into Rogue One, which is
That's awesome.
pretty.
So maybe the actress will. That would be crazy if she like made an appearance.
Yeah,
At the end of season 2.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sweet.
highly recommend that show, whether you're into Star Wars or not.
Yeah, honestly.
Probably one of the best Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna have to tune into that one. The other show I'm watching, which I guess I can always recommend, but it's an oldie but a goodie. But we've been rewatching New Girl.
Oh yeah.
So good, so funny. We've been doing it like before bedtime. We'll just throw it on and like watch a couple episodes and just relax. And yeah, just hilarious. It's nice to sometimes go back to those like old ones. Like I think we stopped 2 somewhere like season whatever in the middle. So we're like, we're gonna go watch them all and get through the whole series. So, yeah, again, I'm sure people have already seen or heard about
Right.
that one, but always good to have a throwback.
My mom would watch that show and I would catch the odd one. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
was good. But
Yeah, we watched it like pretty like consistently for a while, and then yeah, we trailed off, and we should get back to that. It's worth the
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah, definitely.
I wrote a second piece of media because it's not a show. EA Sports College Football 25 came out in the middle of August, and I've been playing that a
That's
lot.
been on your TV a lot.
Yeah, it's been on my TV a lot. Taking me right before bedtime. Awesome game. You would love it. It's so addicting, the gameplay, when you do the Dynasty, because you're playing the season, you're trying to win, but then you have the recruiting aspect where you're trying to recruit all new players. And so you're trying to win more games so that recruits go to you, and you're trying to recruit people so that you can win more games. And so like the season ends and you're like, I gotta go through the off season. You just want to keep going.
It's a real page turner.
Yeah, no, exactly.
The boys are great. They're talented.
Yeah, I mean,
Good lineup.
I just took Tulane to the national championship. I lost to Notre Dame. Really sad. But then in a different file I have, I took Colorado
Nice,
and won the Natty.
nice.
Very proud of that one.
We need another show.
If you're playing online, you're kind of streaming it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It counts as for stream it.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta love it. I haven't gotten my feet wet yet
No.
on the Madden or the college one, but hopefully soon.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's awesome.
Thanks for the recommendation.
Yeah, of course. Anyone out there? Little game.
And this
Sure.
time of year,
Right, this
fits
time
right.
of year. It's getting me excited for the college football season.
Perfect.
You could watch Friday Night Lights, or you could play this.
Or you could be Friday Night Lights.
That's true. I just started a show called Kevin Can F Word Himself.
God.
I think it was like an AMC original that I wanted to watch when it first came out because it has the actress who plays Alexis from Schitt's Creek as the main character. But then Netflix randomly just got it. So works out for me. And it is so unique. I feel like I'm not even going to do it justice. It's like a sitcom. So it's like, I think it's described as like the secret life of a sitcom wife. So it's like when the husband is in the scene, it is shot like a 3-point studio audience sitcom.
I've seen a clip from this.
Yes, with a laugh track and like just like the whole thing just looks like that. And then when she's alone or he's just not in the scene, it's like shot like a normal, like dramatic
Oh,
TV
wow.
show. And the whole vibe changes. Like there's no more laugh track. It's just like her normal life. And like it just jumps between the styles the whole time. And it's crazy. And I've never seen someone do it before. And it worked so well.
Oh wow, that's intriguing.
And like the dialogue, like during like the sitcom parts, or like the awful like King of Queens, like
Yeah.
sitcom vibes.
Trying to, hit a punchline every
Yeah,
line.
and she's just like the wife,
Right.
like she's like the like punching bad, like they all like gang up on her, and then like she's just living this normal life outside of it where she like hates her life.
Oh,
And it's
God.
like just it's crazy. And it takes place in Worcester, Mass, and was shot around there.
Oh.
So it's kind of cool. Because
That is
as I was
cool.
watching, I was like, this kind of like, why does this feel so familiar besides the like really bad Boston accents?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, it's Worcester.
No one in Worcester has a Boston accent.
Yeah,
Didn't do their research on that part, but
but yeah, it's really cool.
You guys coming in good
like you
with
said,
these
this segment's working.
recommendations.
I'm so intrigued.
Right?
About that show because I saw
Yeah.
a clip and I was like, oh, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Down.
So I think I'm like 2 episodes in. I think they're like 45-minute long episodes. And so far it's very interesting. It's kept me hooked.
Nice.
That's all I've got.
All right, cool. I do just want to add that I watched 2 movies recently because I haven't been watching movies lately. Godzilla -1. So good if you're
All right.
willing to read subtitles,
Oh yeah.
but you get used to it after like 10 minutes. Probably like one of the better Godzilla movies that I've ever seen.
Wow.
And then I watched Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Not good. Don't watch it unless you want to laugh, but at the movie, not with it.
Right.
But yeah, I was proud that I at least watched one movie this weekend, even though it was that.
I know. I gotta step up my game. I missed you talking about Godzilla. I didn't see
Me either.
Godzilla and Kong.
It's on Max.
I gotta get on that. And I will report back.
We will be waiting.
Yeah.
That's your one task
That's
for.
that's the
fall.
only
Did you
review
see
that
that?
matters. No,
Oh.
I've been.
We've
I've
all
been
gotta
trying
watch
to,
it.
I've been trying to catch up on the monster movies. I still have to see Versus.
Oh,
Mm.
good one.
And then I can
We had a
watch-
whole episode about that one.
Yeah, you'll have to watch that.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we can do a whole episode about the next one.
Right.
right.
And then just as a little bit of news, there's only one thing, but Ted Lasso is coming back for season 4, even though it had its planned finale like last year.
Right.
It's like not even like it got canceled; it ended by choice.
And like spoiler, but he like left, right?
Yeah,
He's back in America,
yeah,
Yeah.
to be with his kid.
It
which is
was
great. Wholesome.
season 3 was not my favorite. It kind of
I agree.
didn't have the same charm.
Mhm.
But man, the finale was perfect,
Mhm.
and it is so rare to have
A good
perfect
finale.
finale. Especially like, given like the writing wasn't the best the whole season, to then just like pull yourself together, deliver this knockout blow, and send every Ted Lasso fan home happy with
Yeah.
how it ended,
Mm-hmm.
and then just to be like, hey, coming back.
Yeah,
The
Unexpected.
The coffers have runneth dry over at Apple, I guess.
I know. I guess
But it is so good. I mean,
It is.
just the whole vibe of that show.
But what if it's another season 3? What if it's another?
Maybe it'll
Yeah.
end with a bang like the last
Yeah,
one.
I don't want to trudge through it all to get there. And you already had it.
And I do think most of the main cast is returning. Like I know Jason Sudeikis definitely is. I think Jamie Tart might not be because of scheduling and like conflicts. But yeah, I don't know.
Just weird.
Just like, I mean, I loved the show, so with respect, like who was asking for this?
Right.
Like, because it ended, and we were all were
Right.
like, that was a good
ended,
ending.
and it ended well. And
Everybody just
we're
liked it
good.
so much, I think.
I mean, obviously, like, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Maybe that's how everyone feels, and Apple was like, yeah, everyone's gonna watch it, so we should just do it.
I think it's just that it's rare that the turnaround is this quickly. Like if it was like 10 years from now and they were like, guess what? We're doing another season of Ted Lasso. I'd be like, oh, wow, yeah. I loved that show. But it's like
Yeah.
only been a year. So it's like this never really happens.
That's true.
True.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
weird.
just new. Like, no one's done this before of
Right,
like,
right. It's gonna be over. Nope, psych.
it's
We're coming
just
back.
kidding. Subscribers went down.
It's like
Ted
somebody like
Lasso's coming
spoke
back.
out of turn. Well, we're gonna end it. Are you sure?
Did we get you?
Do you think Jason Sudeikis is getting Robert Downey Jr. money to come
Oh
back
my
and reprise
gosh.
the role?
Maybe.
I hope so. Just here's $90 million to put on
I
a
couldn't
mustache.
believe that. That's how much Robert Downey Jr.
Wait, so I didn't watch. Sorry, your Marvel update.
It's okay.
But not to jump into it, but I did see that. Is he coming back and he's going to be a different character?
He's the
He's
villain.
playing a different character, yeah.
How does everybody feel about that?
Mixed.
I feel like you've seen him and you're like, oh, Iron Man's here.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's not Iron Man. It's
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
Victor Von Doom.
Is that going to work? What is this?
I don't know.
Why pay the money for that?
Because
I
no
don't-
one was watching Marvel shows and
But maybe get another big like
Yeah.
you could argue that.
You are right. And if you're happy about it, you're right too. There's no wrong answer.
that's just a little bit wild to me.
It is a little wild, and it's crazy that they're paying him $90 million. I don't think anyone needs to get paid that much for anything to come back. But
But
he
90
wants
Come
million-
back as a different character.
90 million to save the MCU. What
If
would you
he-
pay to
Why
if he
would
does.
that save it though? Half the people are going to be
people are
like,
going to show up. People, you
but
know,
half the business are going to
you
be
know how
like,
many
oh,
people
that's
went-
supposed to be Iron Man.
you know how many people went
More than half are going to say
and
that.
saw Deadpool and Wolverine because they brought back a dead character.
Mm.
Spoiler alert: Wolverine dies in Logan,
Oh, yeah.
but they bring back Hugh Jackman, and people went nuts for it because they loved Hugh Jackman, they loved the character, and they put him with Deadpool.
Yeah, what if he came back as Deadpool though? People would be like, what?
that. That's interesting.
Or the villain. In
Good
the
point.
thing.
Because I think because the only thing
If
that would
if Iron Man was coming back, I'd be like,
The
give him
only-
his 90 million, get him back in there. We want Iron Man.
no, because here's the thing: the only way they could make people mad about Robert Downey Jr. returning was to make him return as Iron Man, because we cried for him, we mourned his death,
Well, yeah.
and for them to turn around and be like, "Psych,"
So
it
just-
would break all trust.
Don't bring him back.
Maybe it'll be like, maybe it won't look like him. Like, you know how Robert Downey Jr. is really good at like changing his appearance?
That's
Okay.
true.
Maybe
did
they
that.
just needed his acting prowess, but it
Mhm.
won't look like him.
It's gonna sit in a makeup chair
guess-
for 2 hours to distort his face
Yeah.
just a little bit.
And I think the guy wears a mask, right?
Hey, he wears a mask most of the time.
I guess so. Then maybe it's fine.
And it's going to be I'm sure it's a multiverse thing, because
Four.
I was saying, not to be this person, but Thor or someone would look at him and be like, you look like Tony Stark. That's kind of crazy. So I feel like it's going to be a multiverse
That's a
thing of
joke,
like, yeah, I
yeah.
just happen to look like Tony Stark, but I'm not. Like,
All right. Well, just seems
They
a
would,
little odd.
and they would do that because they in the trailer for the new Captain America, Sam Wilson mentions that Harrison Ford character looks a little different
mhm.
because Harrison Ford was replacing an actor who had died. He's
Oh.
like, "Oh yeah, I shaved the mustache."
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, haha, it's funny because you're actually a completely different,
different
human
person.
being."
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they totally would throw in a joke,
Yeah.
classic Marvel style.
Well, it just seemed weird. But
Anyway, Jason
right.
Sudeikis is Iron Man
Jason
and is
Sudeikis
coming back
is
for Ted Lasso season 4.
Stay tuned on more updates
I'll
about
watch
that.
it, but I'm not happy about it.
That's how I feel about Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've come to an
they
impasse.
They say RDJ and your butt's in a seat.
Yeah.
Not Cam's.
Yeah, no, I'm in a couch.
We'll catch it later on Disney Plus.
That's right.
So that was the only piece of news I had,
I mean, crazy.
but it was
news.
worthy of having its own segment.
Yeah. No Stranger Things news?
Oh,
Source of
not
it.
really.
Is it
Not really, no.
this decade, or are we going to...
I think it's
Which
going to
one's
be
it?
next year.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a hunch
That's
or is that?
that's a hunch, but
timeline? Did they film it? Is it shot?
it's like almost done. But they are
Almost done
still
filming?
almost done filming.
Oh,
But I'm pretty sure it's next year. because they have been. And here's the interesting thing about Stranger Things lately. For the first like 4 seasons, they they were one of those shows that they never released like even a tidbit of information before the trailers. Like they were like Game of Thrones. Like you knew nothing. They shared nothing. Now I think they know that they're kind of losing people because it's been like almost
long.
10 years. They overpost so much now on their social media, but it's like nothing of like value. It's just so much stuff, but it's like behind the scenes, and it's like you guys must be desperate because you would have like killed someone over a picture like this before.
Right.
I remember a couple pictures having gone viral. First, when the writer's strike ended, and they just posted a picture of like Stranger Things 5 by the writers, and just like a picture of the front page. Just be like, we're ready again. Everyone's like, yeah. And then there's the cast photo.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, they're together again. So yeah.
And then they released like a picture of like Lucas and Max, like their hands holding, because she's in the hospital bed.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that.
Just leaving us crumbs.
Little crumbs.
Drag us along.
But I think
2029.
I think it's coming next year. I think we're gonna get a teaser around Christmas. Mark my words.
You heard it here.
I mean, that'd be crazy if it took place during winter, because we've had 2 fall seasons, a summer season, back to a fall season. Does season 4 take place
Fall.
in the fall again? Right.
Yeah, it's like the school year. Yeah. I think it could be at Christmas.
I mean, technically the first season at the Christmas lights.
Right. But it was Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Right.
Christmas episode of Stranger Things season 5 confirmed. Heard it here first.
Listen, for next time, I can mark up a whiteboard.
Yeah.
And we can get going on this.
We're forecasting Stranger Things.
Right.
I'll tell you what I would do.
Sarah would just drop the season right now.
I would drop the season right now. And I would write it good.
Make it good.
It would be the best.
Yeah,
It's going to be scary, though, because, like, how do you wrap up a show like this?
Here's how you wrap it up. You have a mediocre season, and then have a banger season finale, and then 1 year later announce a new season.
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect formula. Works every time.
So we have looking ahead, though. 2 trailers and just little honorable mentions for 2 things that come out tomorrow. Very soon is the 2nd season of Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings show, and Terminator Zero, which is it's like an animated Terminator series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. First up for trailers, it's Megalopolis, which is coming to theaters in September 20.
You can't argue with the cast.
The cast is good.
That always
Seems like it could be really good or really weird.
It seems
always is.
wonky to me.
It always scares me when there is like such a star-studded cast, because that usually means they're hoping that they kind of carry it.
Yeah. It already looks like parts of the movie are going to have like really bad CGI.
Yeah.
Or is it stylistic?
Maybe it's intentional.
But fun. You asked if those reviews were real at the beginning. They weren't.
Okay.
They made them up. And they pulled the trailer off Lionsgate, or whoever pulled the trailer off their website, because they didn't know that they were fake reviews, and that whoever made the trailer like made them up, and so they pulled them off and apologized for releasing that, which is really funny.
That is funny.
It's like, also like, I didn't know that the people who made trailers had that much freedom.
Right. Or
that they got away with that.
Or just, they said like, oh, what if we had, negative reviews and blah, 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 and Lionsgate was like, yeah, that sounds good. And then they watched it and were like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
And then just the executives never bothered to fact check that. But also weird move. Weird move to be like, wow, he's always been so ahead of his time, as if The Godfather and Apocalypse Now aren't considered like great movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they setting up that like
Like they're popular now. I guess they were trying
Right.
to say that like they weren't popular when they came out.
Maybe. Are they trying to say that
But I
this
feel like they
movie won't
were-
be popular when it comes out? Are they saying
But
like,
give
if
it
you
40
guys,
years.
If you guys don't like this movie, it's you.
Watch it again in 10 years
Right.
and see if you
Watch
like
it
then.
later.
Which is hilarious.
That's such bold
Your kids are
move.
gonna love this
Your
movie.
kids are gonna, you guys are ready for this.
That's crazy.
But
Bold
also,
strategy.
I think I understand what they were going for, but to make up the quotes, like you could have found so
Right, I'm
many
sure
real
someone
reviews
bashed The Godfather
that were
when it
bad.
came
Like,
out.
because I think it was like super, like that movie was like really
Right.
like divisive.
There were
Like
plenty
you
of people-
could have found real quotes.
Right. It was just really fun. And it was really funny. Like if it were fake quotes and they're like, yeah, they're fake quotes. It's the trailer. Like it's the point.
Yeah.
Okay, then like okay, yeah, fine. You were going for something. But to have fake quotes and then be like, oh shoot, we didn't realize that. Like that's so weird.
Mm.
The whole thing, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, was then they're like a filmmaker that was ahead of his time. And then all of a sudden he's like controlling the traffic. He's magic.
Right.
And then Civilization is an apocalyptic movie. Like Civilization.
Or
is
he's
coming
like
to an end
building a new city
Yeah.
or
because of
Something.
the end
something.
of Civilization. Like that's quite a
Wow.
jump to go from a filmmaker to building a new city to save civilization.
Well, no, they're saying
Just a weird.
they were referencing Francis Ford Coppola.
He was the
Oh.
filmmaker ahead of his time.
Adam Driver is not a filmmaker ahead of his time in the movie.
But that's what they it started, and that's what they said.
Yes, but they were talking about Francis Ford Coppola.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Oh,
But you're
guess that
right.
makes
They
sense.
said that part over Adam Driver falling.
Right. That was like the start of the trailer, though.
No, that was the start of the
Yeah,
trailer,
yeah.
but they were
confusing.
they were talking about Francis Ford Coppola's movies,
Right.
and then they said he's a visionary director. Now watch this trailer.
That we've already started.
So we've already started 5 seconds ago. Now watch the rest
This
of the
movie's gonna stink.
Yeah, I'm out now.
trailer. I just love. I love that they pulled it. They're like, oops, we're sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to.
What they could have done if they wanted to make fake reviews was like, yeah, these are fake because like everyone loved these movies.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
He's a great
We couldn't-
filmmaker.
right, couldn't find a fake
And you're gonna love this one. Makes me not trust it even more.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us that we like it.
Right. Like
It's a weird move.
we know what The Godfather is.
But we're talking about it right now. Maybe they
We
won.
are. But it doesn't come out for another month, so maybe just
Yeah.
my question is now: are they going to release a new trailer that doesn't have that angle?
I think they should, because that was dumb. Because it's not part of the rest of the trailer.
Also, they
Right.
did a bad job of scrubbing that trailer because we just watched it. They pulled it.
Yeah.
Right.
How did I just have it on the TV?
Someone snagged it right up. That's the internet. Stays up there forever.
Oh my god.
I'm in love with the idea that they're like, if the movie's bad, it's
Gonna be good.
Don't
It's
worry-
because
don't worry about it.
we're too dumb
right.
to understand
He's
it
right.
right now.
Francis Ford Coppola is just so good.
I think that's a good way to go through life.
Yeah.
Like just doing things, and if people disagree with you, you're like, it's your problem.
I'm ahead of my time.
And then next, coming to Max on September 19th, is the Penguin Show from the Batman universe.
Ooh.
Come on.
You gotta help me out.
Life is just a dream.
You promised me, Oswald.
I know now.
I deserve a better life.
I'm working on it. The world ain't set up for the honest man to succeed. That should be the American dream right there. You know, beautiful story with a happy ending. But that ain't the way the world works. America's a hustle. Not that I'm complaining.
Penguin, you waltzing in here like you mean something. We're in the middle of a gang war.
Carmine Falcone's dead.
If we don't protect what's ours, we just look weak.
streets are talking again. They know there's only one man big enough to run this city.
Do you remember Carmine's daughter?
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Sophia, I thought you was still at,
Arkham? No. I've been rehabilitated.
You're playing a dangerous game with his family, Hans. You think I want Sophia Falcone knocking on my door?
She is the hangman.
What is it you're really after, Oz?
Gonna tear down the empire from the inside out. Whoever controls the drug business controls the streets. I'll be running the whole damn trade.
I got ambition. I can help you.
Hey! Feel alive, Vic, huh? Feel your heart beating?
This city is meant to be yours, sweetheart. What are you gonna do to get it?
Trust me. It's just the beginning.
Is Batman in it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Colin Farrell's gonna be Batman.
He's the penguin.
I do.
That was Colin.
Yeah.
That was Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was. Did you see the Batman with Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
Colin Farrell. He was the Penguin in that too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering,
So he
is this
was
like
in
a
it.
side thing or
Yeah.
he's connected?
So he's
to-
in the Pattinson universe.
I mean, maybe Robert will make an
I mean,
appearance.
maybe. I mean, they haven't come out with the Batman 2 yet. They're really dragging their feet on that.
It
too.
could be a good time to tease that.
Right. It's
thought he
also
was-
really funny if there's just a whole Batman universe thing. and
Without
and
Batman.
They're doing crime all the time. Batman doesn't show up once. That would be funny.
Wow.
But it's really because it's like a mafia crime drama.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, by the way, Batman's in this universe. Just like forget about
He's
it.
just not here right now.
He's just not here right now. He's busy.
Where does I don't know a lot about Batman. Like, where does the Penguin rank on like the villains? Like,
He's up there. He's one of the classic.
okay,
Classic.
I mean, he's no Joker.
He's no Joker.
like below the Joker, but maybe
he's in
probably
the
actually
tier.
second. Right?
Like if Joker's like S tier, like
Mhm.
there's a bunch of A tier villains and Penguin's up there.
okay, because
He
it's
was
like
a-
the Riddler,
Riddler,
Penguin.
Regular Penguin, Two-Face. It's like those guys.
Yes,
those
okay.
cronies are kind of there.
Yeah. Harley Quinn and the Joker are like
Yeah.
the biggest.
Yeah, recently. Well, like the Penguin was always in the Adam West show. Famously,
Mhm.
when it was Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito played the Penguin.
That's what I always
which
think
I
of.
think is the last the last live because
Amazing.
there was no Penguin in the Christian Bale one, so Danny DeVito was the last live action Penguin movie. I think he was in
Right.
Mm-hmm.
there was a TV show about the butler.
Oh,
Oh, Gotham.
yes,
The show Gotham. I
right.
think the Penguin's in that, but
Oh,
not a movie. But it looks interesting.
yeah. Like you said, more of like a crime drama.
Right. It's really just it happens to be the Penguin. Which I'm good with that.
Yeah.
We'll have to. I think the second Joker movie comes out in October. We'll have to talk about that
Yeah.
soon.
Not the same universe.
Not the same. See, it's tough when they're coexisting.
Right.
Right.
They're really throwing us for a loop there.
And they're still not done with like the James Gunn DC universe either, kind
Well,
of.
that just started. That's a whole universe reboot.
Yeah. So there's three
But-
different versions of this
Yes.
existing.
There's
At once.
There's the Jokers with Joaquin Phoenix. There's the Robert Pattinson Batmans, which is what this is in. And then James Gunn is rebooting the whole DC
But then there was
movie
the
universe.
whole Dark Knight.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
old news. That's
Yeah.
that was never connected to anything.
Right.
Pretty interesting. Maybe
Yeah.
everyone will get their own show.
Maybe.
Maybe they're gonna take the Marvel route.
It's a wild time in these. Everything's a universe.
Right, everything's a universe.
Nothing's original anymore.
No.
Everything's just getting like expanded upon.
Right.
Spin-offs.
Right. It's not good enough to come out with the Batman 2. We have to find out what the Penguin was doing this
let's
whole
do
time.
a whole show on the Penguin, then we'll do.
What was this guy
Batman
up to?
But it could. Maybe it'll tie into the movie.
Maybe.
2. Yeah.
Maybe they have a plan. You'd like to think someone does in Hollywood.
I kind of hope it's just like a micro thing. Like,
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to watch the Penguin on HBO Max just to
No.
watch the Batman 2, whatever that.
But maybe they like reward you with like a little teaser at the end.
Maybe.
Not really that's important, but it's just
Right.
like they're still making that
If
movie.
Robert Pattinson shows up once, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Would also be hilarious if he never shows up.
Yep. He's busy.
He's busy with the other crime happening in the city.
So that's that for looking ahead.
Yeah.
Love it.
But there's a lot of stuff coming out later in the year, so we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Meet you right
Sounds
back
good.
here on this set
Yep.
in the studio.
Yeah, feels
We'll
good.
be right back on these comfy couches next time on Stream It.